Kendrick Johnson name isn't sexy, they are still pushing for justice. But I guarantee you this, when that decision gets laid down, we wouldn't even be able to have room in these streets because everybody and their mama will be here like they've been with this family since day one. Give it up for Mr. and Mrs. Johnson.
I'm always short and brief. My thing is, where the people at? We ain't worried about the people because they ain't ever for you. They'll come and see what they need to see and be gone. But we gonna always know that I am Kendrick Johnson. Y'all are Kendrick Johnson. In life, how many more Kendrick Johnsons gotta die? How many more Trayvon Martin's gotta die? How many more Jordan Davis gotta die? How many more Mike Browns gonna be standing up? Please don't shoot. Till we come together as a community, as a unit. We got this flag standing behind us saying united we stand. Ain't nobody standing. It's just a couple of us. But the more we stand, we are bad in numbers.
Boy, Mrs. J went from not saying much at all to forced to be reckoned.
Well, we want to thank everyone for coming out and supporting Kendrick Johnson. Thank you.
Yes, all right.
As we leave, Mr. J, man, a few words right now. As we leave, Mrs. Johnson said something pretty significant. She talked about the flags and justice. You know, we're standing in front of a veterans memorial. Well, me being a military baby, so to speak, I got a lot of love for the military. I got a lot of love for veterans. I got a lot of love for fallen soldiers. Well, right now, our children are becoming that replacement of fallen soldiers. Our children are losing their lives too early, and they're losing them to a dictatorship police department. They're losing them, their lives, to the quote-unquote war on drugs. Oh, don't front when I say that. Or don't trip when I say that. We're losing our children's lives to our own black-on-black violence. Let's end with this. It sometimes bothers me, Mr. Johnson, I call it Negroitis. It's a condition called Negroitis where we love to tear each other down. How many of y'all raise your hand if you've heard people say, oh, they just talking about this case right now. Ain't nobody talking about the black-on-black crime. Why ain't they talking about that? Have you heard that? Well, here's a message to those individuals. On a daily basis, I talk about that. On a daily basis, I know this family speaks about that. Because we aren't sure if Kendrick didn't die by the hands of some of us as well. Young brothers and sisters and the parents of these young brothers and sisters, start instilling some self-assurance and some values into your children. Remember, so and no. So and no. Combat that bullying with better parenting. Now, I'm not here on the top of these steps acting like I'm speaking down like I'm better than anybody here. I got a son of 8 years old and a son of 20 years old. All of these are my sons. Best believe that. Even the one that's getting ready to go with his grandmama. You best believe that. I take responsibility and ownership of these children when we're in front of them. The coaching staff, I want you guys to understand this. Our coaching staff, we don't allow any kind of cursing, any kind of foolishness in front of our children. We got to start being better role models and better examples. They are watching every move that we make. And some of the BS that spills out into the streets is because that the children don't have positive role models. So you know what? You got to be that positive role model. If you see a little kid out here in the street that's acting wrong, don't be scared to tell him so. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to get into a confrontation. You can ask my wife and my mother, I get into about 15 confrontations a day. It's just, I've just accepted that role. It ain't gonna change unless we change it. We can't expect these little bitty babies to change their attitude on their own. They're just doing what children do. I think Brother Benoit said it a minute ago. Mama got to start back talking again. The problem is, Brother Benoit, Mama ain't here today because Mama hung out too late last night and Mama's sitting there hanging over this morning.
I know that.
One of the problems is that Mama's having to raise this child on her own because Daddy done jumped from Jump Street. If you don't get together, if you don't unite, they're going to continue to hurt us. We're the only group that got to fear the cops and the robbers. It's time for us to take back our communities. Everybody say unite. 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 All power to the people. Everybody take this message and do something with it. Don't just come here. It ain't about what we say here today, but it's about what we do tomorrow. Everybody have a good day.